Hello viewers, welcome to the YouTube channel SAIEDUPHARMAA. In the playlist Control Release Drug Delivery Systems, we are with new video. In today's video, we will be discussing in detail various marketed controlled release drug delivery systems. So what is today's takeaway? You will be getting knowledge on the concept of controlled release systems. Then we will be comparing with conventional dosage forms, their advantages, disadvantages, some of the examples, and we will be discussing in detail the marketed control release systems with examples, their composition and pictures. So as we all know that what are control release systems? They are specially designed to deliver drug in controlled and sustained manner, and this is achieved by controlling the release kinetics or by targeting specific sites in the body and thereby reducing the side effects. So the primary objective of these systems is to ensure safety and improve efficacy of the drug, as well as to achieve patients' compliance through better control of plasma drug level and thereby reduce the frequency of dosing. So when we summarize, an ideal control release system is the one which delivers the drug at a predetermined rate locally or systemically in specific period of time. So basically we not only control the quantity but also rate and the site of the medication that will be achieving in the particular site of the body. So when we compare the conventional and controlled release, most important is in the case of conventional, it is rapid and completely the drug is released, and the release is immediate release. But in controlled, the release is as we design the system. We are designing sustained or slow or controlled release. And you all know that what is rate limiting step? The slowest step is the rate limiting step of any reaction. So in conventional, when the absorption occurs, then further action will be achieved. Similarly, in controlled release, drug release from dosage form is the slowest step. If we consider absorption, then in conventional the absorption is poor because the drug will be distributed, will be metabolized, and very small quantity absorbs. But in the case of controlled release, we control or we monitor the release. When we see the frequency of dosing, then in conventional we have to give many times a dose, so it is frequent, but in control it is less. Because of the frequency, the patient compliance is poor in conventional, but in control it is high. And bioavailability is also poor, but in control it is better. Premature metabolism is frequent in conventional, and in control it is protected. And when we see the blood level, then in conventional the level fluctuates, but in controlled release we can achieve constant or steady state for a period of time as we design the system. So when we see the key components, then first important thing is the drug carrier or vehicle, then the mechanism by which we are achieving the controlled release. So the various mechanisms are like diffusion controlled, dissolution controlled, erosion controlled, osmotic controlled. For details, you can go and watch our video on the mechanisms. Then targeting system is important. Biocompatibility is very important, as well as we can see that various stimuli can be used for triggering the action. We are not going in detail in this topic because we have to basically discuss marketed preparations. So what are the advantages of these systems? As the dosing frequency is reduced, it is convenient, so patient compliance is improved. Then side effect is reduced, then therapeutic efficacy is enhanced, and toxicity is reduced. This is the summary of the advantages which we have already discussed. Some of the disadvantages are also there, like poor in vivo and in vitro correlations, high cost, patient variability effects. Then it is a bit difficult to optimize the accurate dose and dosing interval. And most important side effect or limitation is dose dumping. We have to prevent that. So now we will be seeing some of the examples, and then and then we will go to marketed preparations. Transdermal patches, then implants, the nanoparticle delivery systems, vesicular delivery systems, oral controlled release tablets or capsules, then injectable depot formulations, microspheres, nanoparticles. These are some of the examples. Now let's see the marketed products. First is liposomal formulations, Doxil. This is the formulation which contains doxorubicin, and in this liposome is present in steeled form. And these systems improve the pharmacokinetics and therapeutic efficacy of drugs by protecting them from degradation, and they control their release and enhance their bioavailability. Liposomes are used in the delivery of drugs for cancer therapy. Especially Doxil is used for ovarian cancer and Kaposis sarcoma. This is the picture of the marketed formulation. Second is osmotic pump systems. Example is Osmolex ER. ER means extended release. These systems are used to provide a controlled and consistent release of medications over an extended period. In this, the main drug is amantadine, and this is specially used for the relief of Parkinson's disease and for the treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Next, transdermal patches. Example, Duragesic Onychoderm CQ. It offers sustained drug delivery through skin, and they are widely used for pain management, then also hormone replacement therapy and smoking cessation also it is used. Then next category is injectable depot formulation. Example is Depot Provera. Risperdal Consta is also another example. They involve injecting a drug that is gradually released into the bloodstream over an extended period. It can be used for contraception and long-acting antipsychotic therapy. Further example is implant. Here you can see Norplant, Probipine. They are small devices which are inserted under the skin, typically in the arm, to provide long-term drug delivery. They are used for contraception. This Norplant is used. Then also medication-assisted treatment for opioid addiction is used by Probufine. Then oral control release tablets or capsules are available. Example is Oxycontin and Prozac weekly. They release the drug slowly over the time, and they reduce the frequency of dosing. They are specially used for like pain treatment, then antidepressant and cardiovascular drugs. Next, nanoparticle based formulation. Example is Abraxane. In this, the drug is paclitaxel, and they improve drug solubility and targeting to cancer cells. They are used specially for breast cancer, lung cancer, and pancreatic cancers. Next example is gastrointestinal targeted systems. Example, Lylda and Protonix. These formulations are designed to release drugs, especially in the gastrointestinal tract. Lialda is used for the treatment of inflammatory bowel disease, and Protonix is used for the management of gastroesophageal reflux disease. Next are intrauterine devices. Example, Mirena and Skyla. They release hormones locally to prevent pregnancy for several years, and they are used for long-term contraception. Next is subcutaneous delivery systems. Example, Exenatine, extended release, Somatuline depot. They provide continuous and controlled drug release. Subcutaneous drug delivery systems are used for diabetes management. Example, Exenatide, extended release, and the treatment of neuroendocrine tumors. Example is Somatuline depot. Next, prolonged release injectable suspensions. They offer a prolonged duration of action and reduce the need for frequent injections. They are specially used for the treatment of schizophrenia and bipolar disorders. Example is paliperidone, palmitate, and risperidone microspheres. So thank you so much. Stay connected with SAIEDUPHARMAA. If you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe SAIEDUPHARMAA. And for more videos related to NDDS, watch our playlist on controlled release drug delivery systems. Thank you so much.